The number one secret behind elegant women's style is the fact that they avoid anything that is oversaturated. You cannot wear what the masses are wearing. Surely you can wear classic items and popular styles. You don't have to necessarily dress in a unique way. But once you start wearing what is oversaturated, that is when the elegance and put together factor starts to decrease. Now in today's video, I'm gonna give you those items that are unfortunately a bit dated now to wear, even though actually these items are technically classic items, unless along the way they get ruined by a trend or overexposure, or that it just becomes too much of a mainstream look. Then yes, that's gonna hurt even classic items too. The skinny jean. I mean, you can see here, how dated doesn't this look? I mean, maybe some of you will disagree with me, which is fine. Feel free to use the comment section to heavily let loose. No, but really, look at these images that I'm showing you. Even with a pair of heels, it does not look elevated. The thing is, with all the garments that I'm gonna give you today, there's gonna be exceptions on today's list, right? But here you can see like the kind of jeans that I'm showing to you are the really kind of stretchy ones. They tend to be really the worst. The ones that really do cling to your leg and just like, I call it sausage styling because you just end up having like sausage looking legs. If the elegant aesthetic is not your personal style or your preference or priority in life, then don't pay too much attention to certain details that I'm sharing with you, because these are just for people who want this kind of aesthetic. I think that an exception to this rule can be if you wear jeans that are maybe more straight than skinny. Then you can for sure pull this look off. But you know, ladies, I don't want you now to go and throw away your skinny jeans, because of course you can still use them, you can repurpose them. And how you repurpose them is to simply only wear them with knee-high boots, or any boots that basically just, you know, cover the fact that you're wearing a skinny jean. That's the thing, this kind of trouser model, it's made to be hidden inside a boot, not to be worn like with an open foot. So take my advice, if you want to look more modern, then skinny jean is not the way forward. Definitely have more of a straight leg, or maybe a wider leg, or a cropped leg. I mean, to be honest, find a jeans style or a cut that fits your body type. Because, you know, depending on your unique body shape, you're going to have different models that are going to look different on you and be more flattering and less flattering on you. And these things are so important to learn. Like, actually, it's like my number one advice. If you want to look your best, then just learn the basics of fashion styling. And by the way, I do have an online course for that. So if you're interested in that, just go and look in the description box below. So as we're talking about the skinny jean, you know, this look is just so kind of, wow, we've really seen it everywhere. Like, this is oversaturation, which is why it looks now dated. But let me pause a little bit on the moto jacket, because obviously this one comes in many different variations. I think the most common style is actually a classic style, like the motorcycle leather jacket. I mean, I personally love leather jackets, but the thing is that I think there is a difference between a well-made leather jacket and a leather jacket that kind of looks dated now. Simply because, you know, the craftsmanship is not there, the fabrics are not the highest quality, and therefore it just looks more dated. Unfortunately, the moto jacket overall has been seen too much on too many people, unless it's a super stylish version that has some form of fashionable touch to it, then yeah, I think that is the exception to this rule. But definitely do not wear it with skinny jeans. No, 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 no. So the cousin to the motor jacket is the waterfall jacket, although it's been quite outdated for several years already. I think a lot of older ladies have been really a big fan of this kind of jacket, which I do understand because it does give a bit of a styling element when you wear it. It does also give you a bit of, you know, fluidity and a feminine silhouette with those waves that's going vertically down. The problem, however, is that ladies who are slightly older tend to often have a bigger chest or a bigger midsection. The waterfall jacket just gives a more widening effect on somebody who is quite large on the upper body. Somebody who can definitely wear the waterfall jacket is somebody with a very tall and slender physique. Perhaps somebody who doesn't have a very big chest, or somebody who has more of a pear-shaped or rectangle body shape. Another really overexposed item that for sure you have seen people wear is the leather leggings. And listen, look, I have evidence of myself even wearing a leather leggings. However, that was in 2017. And fast forward 100 years later, unfortunately, we have seen too much of the leather leggings and maybe not always styled in the most flattering way on people. But so does this mean that you cannot wear leather? or leggings? Well, leggings definitely not if you want to look elevated. But leather? Well, I actually think that leather pants can look quite nice. I just don't think in a leggings version that they're gonna look modern. Perhaps if you get more of a straight model or like a proper pant instead of leggings, or maybe a little bit more cropped or flared, then definitely you can wear the leather element, because actually I think the leather element can look quite youthful and give a little edge to an outfit, which is something that, especially if you like an elegant aesthetic, I think it is important to incorporate these kind of more youthful details, because otherwise you can end up looking very elegant head to toe and it can become a bit too much. Not that it's anything wrong with that, but sometimes an outfit can need something that just breaks it up a bit. I want to talk to you a little bit about prints now, because there are certain prints that certainly do look dated. As an example, the black and white kind of medium thin striped one, not so sure that that looks very sophisticated or elevated. I don't know, do you think this looks elevated? What I do think, however, is that stripes can be beautiful. So I personally love pinstripe, very sophisticated. I wear pinstripe all the time, or vertical stripes. Quite nice. But when we start wearing horizontal black and white stripes, I don't know, I just immediately start thinking about those cartoons that we watched when we were young, when somebody was in prison. Not a good look. But again, there are going to be exceptions. Like, I think this kind of stripe is very classic, very put together, or even the Breton stripe. Like, I love the navy and white Breton stripe. I use it all the time. That is a completely different aesthetic to a horizontal stripe. Yes, it is a popular style, but actually, because it has kind of an elegant flair to it, it has longer longevity thanks to that. So that one does work, but this one doesn't. Now, moving on to other prints, we have to talk about the checked print too. Checked prints, they come in many different variations. Here you see that I have included a few pictures of very common check prints, and I personally think that these look very dated. Okay, I would wear it, let's say, on the countryside or in the mountains, but I think generally, you know, in a city look, I just think that it looks a little bit out of place. Other checked print that actually look really sophisticated is the style that you use in more traditional type of clothing. We see it a lot in the UK. Obviously, this is a different kind of checked print that looks more traditional, and even though, yes, to a certain degree, that can be classified as also overexposed. But this is what I'm trying to explain. There are certain styles that are overexposed that we become tired of, and then there are certain styles that are really popular and just become very classic and traditional and have longevity. And I think the difference is because they have an elegance touch to them. But things that don't, like the motor jackets, I don't know, at some point I think we're just going to become tired of seeing it. But what do you think? Why do you think some items like have forever shelf life versus others, we become fed up of seeing them and therefore they look dated? Why do some make it and others don't? Let me know in the comments. Now, another one that is really tricky to explain why it is the way it is, and that is the colorful pumps. Because this is the thing. Pumps are pumps. Like, they're classic, they can last forever, especially if they're black, nude color, etc. But then as soon as we start entering the color department, then it becomes a hit and miss. Some colorful pumps, unfortunately, look very dated. However, there are exceptions. As an example, right now on the screen, I'm showing you some really good examples of pumps that unfortunately look really dated. But let me now show you a comparison of colorful pumps that look fine, that look less dated. Can you understand what the difference is? I definitely think it has to do with the color choice. Okay, actually, that's an oversimplification, because color alone doesn't determine whether something looks cheap or expensive. Like, it's not that simple. In fact, it's the combination of factors like what kind of material the shoe has, what kind of construction or design or detail it has. So if a shoe has a low quality material combined with an unflattering color tone, then it's gonna look cheap. But if it's the opposite, the fabric is good, the color tone is good, or there are other details that are sophisticated, then the shoe looks expensive. Anyway, to learn all these things and, master these complicated nuances sometimes, just come and join me inside Level Up class, because that is where I get the opportunity to mentor women who really wanna look their best, feel amazing, and just live up to their potential. So if that is you, just go to levelupclass.com and join me there and start start your transformation to become the best version of yourself. So it all depends. If you're not experienced with styling, then please play it safe by just avoiding it altogether. And then once you have gained a little bit of experience, definitely start playing around. I mean, I'm all about you having fun with fashion and wear the things that inspire you. I don't want you to just, be one certain way, but I do also want you to look your best and leave a positive impression and not have people look at you and be like, why is she looking so weird, or why is she looking inappropriate? And as an example, let's say you would wear colorful pumps to the office. It might look a little bit inappropriate in the office. Now, another cousin to the colorful pump is the colorful denim. So I really hope you don't incorporate this in your wardrobe, because, it's easy to end up looking like this lady here, which some might think, oh, but this is a fun little interesting look. Well, I don't know. I think it looks a bit dated to me. But remember, I did say that there are exceptions. Like here we can see this lady wearing green pants. I think that, okay, this doesn't look as bad, and that is simply because she wears more wider trousers, which feels more modern, versus the other lady who just wore some stretchy, skinny jeans. So obviously there will be exceptions. And if you are somebody who is more flamboyant or creative in your appearance, and you incorporate a lot of color, then for sure you can utilize colorful denim in your wardrobe. But I'm sure that you then know a little bit more about how to style things, because if you style something in a creative, interesting way, then to be honest, you can add whatever items in the mix as you want, because now it's not just a standalone piece, it's part of a whole artwork, and that is different. Last but not least, the denim skirt looks also quite dated. I mean, to me, it certainly looks very 2000s as well, and not necessarily in a positive way. It's not yet time for the denim skirt to come back yet. Like, it needs to rest a bit more before it feels appropriate to come back, unless it is maybe in the color white. I think the white denim skirt is less overexposed, which is why I think it works better than the denim blue or the gray one. Those, store them away. Now, in my next video, I'm going to show you what to wear if you want to have a casual style that is a bit more elevated. There are certain items that will help you reach that. So let me show you in the next video.